Good morning. I'm Shashidhar, Assistant Professor, Department of Physical Education and Sports Science, Vijayanagara Sri Krishnadevara University, Ballari. Today I'm going to talk on the subject Applied Statistics in Physical Education and Sports. It is a core subject of second semester students of physical education. Let us move to the next. The syllabus of this subject. In this subject, there are 5 units. Unit 1 covering the various aspects in that meaning and definition of statistics, functions of statistics, need and importance of statistics, types of statistics, mainly meaning the terms of statistics in that population, sample, data, types of data, variables in that discrete and continuous variables, and then last in parametric and non-parametric statistics. These are the points covered in the first chapter. The second unit, data classification, tabulation, and measures of central tendency, and meaning, uses, and construction of frequency table, meaning and purpose, calculation and advantages of measures of central tendency in that mean, median, mode. These are the aspects covering in the second unit. The third unit, measures of dispersion and scale meaning, scales, meaning, purpose, calculation and advantages of range, quartile deviation, mean deviation, standard deviation, probable error, meaning, purpose, calculation and advantages of scoring scales. In that, sigma scale, Z scale, Hull scale, these aspect measures uh, in the third unit. The fourth unit, probability distribution and graphs, normal curve, meaning of probability, principles of normal curve, properties of normal curve, divergence from normality, skewness and kurtosis, graphical representation in statistics in that line graph, diagram, bar diagram, histogram, frequency polygon, Ogei curve. These aspects covered in the fourth unit. Then final and last unit, that is fifth unit, covered inferential and comparative statistics, tests of significance, independent t-test, dependent t-test, chi-square test, level of confidence, the interpretation of the data, meaning of correlation, coefficient of correlation, calculation of coefficient of correlation by the product moment method and rank difference method, and the concept of ANOVA and ANACOVA. These are the aspects covered in the fifth chapter. Now let us move to the first unit, that is introduction part. In that, In this session, we should know the meaning and definition of statistics, functions, need and importance of statistics, types of statistics, meaning of the different terms in statistics like population, sample, data, and variable. Last one, parametric and non-parametric statistics. Introduction of statistics statistics is a science that involves the extraction of information from numerical obtained during the experiment or from a sample. It involves the design of the experiment or procedure, sampling procedure, the collection and analysis of the data, and making inference about the population based upon information in the sample. Meaning and definition of statistics. Statistics, that a word is often used, has been derived from the Latin word status. That means a group of numbers or figures. Those represent some information of our human interest. Statistics is a branch of mathematics dealing with the data collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation. Descriptive statistics summarize the data. In addition to being the name of the field of study, the word statistics also refers to numbers that are used to describe data or relationship. One of the statisticians, Neckott and Wescherman, they also said statistics refers to the body of techniques or methodology which has been developed of the collection, presentation, analysis of quantitative data and for the use of such a data in decision making. Another one statistician, Boleg, he said, statistics may rightly be called the science of averages. One more expert, Croxton and Corden, they said statistics may be defined as the collection, presentation, analysis, and interpretation of numerical data. In general definition, statistics in the plural sense are numerical statements of the fact capable of some meaningful analysis and interpretation, and in singular sense, it is related to collection, classification, presentation, and interpretation of numerical data. Then we will move to the important aspect in statistics, functions of statistics. Measurement and evaluation are essential part of teaching, learning process in physical education and sports. In this process, we obtained scores and then interpret these scores in order to take decision. Statistics enable us to study these scores objectively. It makes the teaching, learning, and evaluation process more efficient by this statistics. The functions, the mainly Main function of the statistics is to present fact in definite forms. We can present the things in their true forms with the help of figures. Without a statistical study, our ideas would be vague and indefinite. The facts are to be given in the definite form. If the results are given in numbers, then they are more convincing than if the rules result are expressed on the basis of quality. An example, India in the ranking of Olympic ranking in India in sports persons individual ranking in different sports and games. How many people are playing different games? These these are the best example for the present definite time. Then another one important function of statistics is comparison. After simplifying the data it can be correlated as well as compared. The relationship between the two groups is best represented by certain mathematical quantitative like average or coefficient, etc. Example, in the physical education and sports aspect, components, physical variables, psychological variables, morphological variables, and psychological characteristics are variables of different sports players to compare the between and within the group. In any sports, this is how the victor is determined. Example, by comparing the numbers of goals or runs scored or the times achieved in that event on that particular day. Athlete or team can compare their performance to their current rivals or to themselves at another time or historic accomplishments. Another benefit is that one can analyze the measured statistics of the past in an attempt to determine what to do next. All the athletes are working towards some goal, and the use of statistics and records allow them to know when they have reached it or how far away they might be. Another one function of statistics is formulation and testing of hypotheses. These essential methods help us in formulating and testing the hypothesis or a new theory. With the help of statistical technique, we can know the effect of impressing tax on the export of a tea, the consumption of tea in other countries, as well as in the field of sports, psychological and physiological aspect of sports person, effect or of exercise and yoga on human body. This is one of the most important aspect in the research and as well as physical education and sports science research. Forecasting. It is also predict the future course of action of the phenomena. We can make future policies on the basis of estimates made with the help of statistician. And another function of statistics is it enlarges knowledge. People rightly remarks that statistics enables one to enlarge his horizon. So, when a person goes through various procedures of statistics, it widens his knowledge pattern. It also widens his thinking and reasoning power. It also helps him to reaching the rational conclusion. So, studying the statistics, by studying these statistics, our knowledge to enlarge and gaining the knowledge. And another function of statistics, precision to the fact. The statistics are the presented in a definite form, so they also help in condensing the data into important figure. So statistical methods present meaningful information. In other words, statistics helps in simplifying the complex data to simple to make them to understandable. The major uncertainty features is uncertain, but statistics help the various authorities in all the phenomena of the world to make correct estimation by taking and analyzing the various data of the part. So the uncertainty could be decreased as we have to make a forecast. We have also to create trend behavior of the part for which we use techniques like regression, inter interpolation, and time series analysis. And another one principle and last principle function of statistics, policy making. With the help of statistics, we can frame favorable policies. How much food is required to be imported in 2019? It depends on the food production in the year and the demands of the food in the year. Without knowing these factors, we cannot estimate the amount of imports. With this, I conclude this session, covered meaning and definition of statistics, functions of statistics of this session. Thank you.